Like, I'm the one that said you should stop talking because you're saying stupid shit.
Who's saying stupid? Me?
Yes.
Okay, what's stupid you disagree with?
Well, you make a claim and I would...
So you walk by and you say I should stop talking because I'm stupid, and then I ask you, what did I say that was stupid that you don't like, and you can't come up with anything?
Your whole platform is based off stupid shit.
Okay, what is stupid to you?
Well, first off, your premise on your sign, bring back slut shaming. Are you going to slut shame men as well?
There's no such thing as slutty men.
How can you make that claim there's no such thing as slutty men?
Because men make the women into sluts. Men are the slut shamers. Men are the slut makers. Men have sex with women. They penetrate them, not the other way around. We're not the same.
That is not... Wow, that is a very, very arrogant claim.
It's the truth. See, this is a problem with liberalism. His brain is freezing because in one side, he knows what I'm saying is objectively true, but it clashes with his social construct of what men and women are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the problem. This guy walks by, you're wrong. Come out to the mic. How am I wrong? Or what's wrong with that? Well, your sign. I don't like your sign. Bro, the only people that can be sluts are women, not men. Promiscuous men, okay, men that get a lot of girls are respected. Women that fuck a lot of guys are not respected. It's very simple. What's easy to attain is not respected. What's hard to attain is respected.
Okay, so do you respect Nick Fuentes?
Yeah, it's my buddy.
So you respect
Shout
him.
Nick and the Groypers.
He is a self-proclaimed virgin. He's a self-proclaimed virgin and neo. You respect that.
He's a what?
Self-proclaimed virgin and neo. You respect that.
Yeah. How are we wrong, though?
What do you mean, how are you wrong?
How are we wrong?
With your racist worldview, racist fascist worldview?
Okay, how am I wrong?
Do you believe that... Okay, let's bring a real here. Looks at you. Do you think that you'll be respected as a brown man?
Do I think what? I'll be respected?
Yes.
See, so here's the thing.
It's a yes or no. Will you be respected by another for existing as a brown man?
A lot of them do respect me, actually. I have a lot of them in my community. But
tokens get spent.
If you think so. What I'm trying to explain to you here is that, see, when we talk about racism, etc., does that mean like, oh, we hate all Hispanics, etc.? No, but we will accept the fact that stereotypes tend to be rooted in reality, okay? Everyone has some inherent racism to a degree. If you're walking down the street, and you see like 12 o'clock at night, and 5 dudes are walking towards you in Nike hoodies, most of us would probably cross the street, okay? But a stupid liberal would say, oh, that's racist, that's not appropriate. No, it's pattern recognition, and there's nothing wrong with that, okay? We live in a world where we don't necessarily get to know everybody, so we can just go off of the information that we're given or judging a book by its cover because it's survival value. It is what it is. And people are inherently racist. Now, here's the thing. I just don't fucking lie about it. Like, I'm just like, yeah, I am biased and racist to a degree. And a lot of people are. They're just scared to admit it.
What do you claim your race is?
Family's from Sudan. I would say Arab. I don't know.
That's what you just said, black and Arab.
Yeah, so what's your actual issue here?
I'm just curious on where this self-hatred comes from, because you would be part of the group that you think people should be racist against.
Okay, so here's the thing, dude. A sign of higher IQ is someone who can detach themselves from being a part of a group and understand or criticize their group's own mistakes, okay? So just because I am black does not mean that I'm going to lie and or not tell the truth when it comes to certain problems within the community that I might be a part of, okay? So the truth is the truth regardless of who says it. Your issue is, well, you shouldn't be saying that because of how you look. That's irrelevant. Completely irrelevant. Do I got to be a mathematician to say 1 + 1 is 2? No, it's the truth.
Those are completely different topics and different concepts.
Facts are facts.
I mean, you've made it clear that you don't
So
believe
again, how am I
facts.
wrong besides you getting at me being friends with Nick or, you know, racism, whatever? Like, how am I actually wrong? I'm trying to figure out how I am incorrect.
Because racism is wrong. Being friends and associating with people who are racist, fascist, is wrong.
Again, everyone is racist to a degree. They really are. It's just that people don't want to admit it. But we all have our biases and etc. For example, if you got arrested tomorrow, you'd probably want a Jewish lawyer, right? If you're walking down the street, you see a bunch of black dudes walking towards you, you'd cross the street. If you need to cheat on your math test, you're going to ask your Asian buddy. It's just the way it goes, okay? You need your lawn cut, you're going to call a Mexican. Like, this is just how the world works, okay? Stereotypes exist for a reason. Does it mean that everyone is a part of the stereotype? Of course not. There's always going to be exceptions, and we're speaking in generalities, but to try to neglect the reality of how things are is ridiculous.
I'm not debating with this ignorance. This is insane. And I know the crowd is going to say, oh, you beat him. No, this is just stupid shit. You're saying in proliferating terrible stereotypes, you're making the problem worse. When it all comes down to it,
I mean, actually, it's kind of interesting because you're confirming the stereotypes right now about progressives. You guys are retarded. Because here's how progressives argue, right? They argue by calling you a Nazi, bigot, or some other and, oh, you use slurs. Nobody gives a fuck about any of that, and we're tired of the political correctness. And a big part of the problem here is that college campuses are where these progressive retards are born. So that's why I'm touring the campuses, to wake you guys up and let you guys know this like stupid leftist ideology of acceptance for everybody, it's bullshit. It's not how the real world works. Okay, you got to deal with how the real world works. So college campuses are kind of like their own little ecosystem that don't adhere to reality. That's why this guy can come up on a microphone, thinks he knows what he's talking about, and just say, oh, well, you're racist. Am I a liar? If you can call me a liar or figure out that I'm a liar, then I'll be okay. But calling me a bigot or a racist or whatever, so what? Who gives a fuck? Put the Roman up. I don't give a shit. This is the middle finger to political correctness.
The last bit of leftist ideology, my bad. The last bit of leftist ideology gives you the ability to be up here and have a mic. Because if it was back pre-civil rights, you would not have the chance to speak in front of us. You would not have the right to come onto a campus like this.
Yeah, but the thing is now is that progressives overwhelmingly push for more censorship. If Kamala Harris came in, she was going to get people banned off all the different platforms. So it started as freedom, and now what it's become is mass censorship for hate speech. And progressives absolutely lead that in every regard.
How do you define hate speech?
I don't think it exists. It's not real. It's a made-up term.
But you acknowledge
because
that
it's subjective.
Do you acknowledge that slurs exist?
What's that?
Do you acknowledge that slurs exist because you've been using them and you know that they're derogatory?
It's a word. Who cares?
It's hate speech.
Okay. See, that's the thing. What might be hate speech to you might not be hate speech to someone else. It's completely subjective based on where that individual is in their political ideology or how they feel. And since it's based on how you feel, I don't take it seriously because everyone feels differently on different things. It's a word. And if you're controlled by words, then you got way bigger problems.
Whatever. It's your worldview. It's wrong, but
I can't prove how it's wrong. What's up?
What's up? I'm bad with microphones, my bad. All right, is this good? I'm sorry, I'm like really bad with microphones. All right, cool. So, all right. Do you know what collective effervescence is?
What?
Collective effervescence.
Collective?
This is like a three-part question, I'm sorry. Like, collective effervescence, like that crowd feeling that you get when you're at a concert or when you, being part of a group, kind of like elevates the feeling already. Like when you listen to a good song, you're like, yeah, I like it. But when you're in a crowd moshing with people, that feeling's like amplified. Collective effervescence, that's basically what it is.
Okay.
So, my next part to the question is, do you believe all people on this planet are deserving of being treated as people who should be able to go and live a good life?
What?
Do you think all people on the planet are deserving of being treated as people who should go and live a good life?
To a degree.
Okay. Do you celebrate or do you feel that collective effervescence as a human of like the happiness of those whose views different from your own? Like when they go and live a good life, even though they're not living by your worldview, can you still be happy for them?
Here's the thing, they can do what they want, right? And we can have discussions on why I might disagree with them or they might disagree with me. I think that's the important thing, but people can, it's a free country, yeah, but and people can make their own choices, but we should be able to have discussions on certain topics. Nothing should be off the table of talking about.
No, I agree, but do you celebrate the happiness of your neighbor who completely disagrees with your worldview but goes and lives a happy life right alongside you?
It depends what the disagreement is, what topic, etc. That's a very broad question. But what's your
No, that's the whole question. Just like, Are you able to admit you're wrong sometimes when other people are happy not living by your worldview?
I mean, they can do what they want to do, but if I'm right, I'm right. Like, I'm not going to say, you know, oh yeah, that's totally right. Be happy. Like it's.
All right, thank you.
No worries.
How you doing, Myron?
Yo, what's up?
So I just had a question with, so if you had to give a message to all the men and women on this campus, like what's your criteria for like success?
Criteria for a man versus criteria for a woman for success?
Yeah, so for both.
Yeah, for a guy, have your money together, be able to be a breadwinner, and your wife should be able to rely on your salary alone. And she could go to her, she should be, here's something for the ladies here that they never clip. I truly do believe the metric of success for a guy is if your girlfriend or wife works, she should be able to go to her job at any time and say, fuck you guys. She should be able to have that level of security, right, until you have kids. And then for women, just don't be a whore. Find a guy. Get married as soon as you can while your value is still high. Because here's the thing, and I'll tell you guys this because I'm 36 now, and I deal with women, like obviously, all the women my age are struggling to find a guy. Because they get their career, they want to get that all settled, then they try to find a guy. Very difficult because the guys that are at their age, they want to date down. So for women, it only gets harder as you age to find a partner. So that's what I would say is the metric of success. A guy being able to take care of a family and being competent, and then for a woman, find a guy that you want to be with, like your dream man.
Okay, so is that like ultimately your goal? I think you said that you were 36 at this point.
Yeah.
Is that ultimately the goal that you're going for? I don't know if you have kids or anything, but is that like...
No.
No, that's not what you're...
No. I'm saying I don't have kids, no.
Okay, so is that something you're trying to do in your life?
In the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's good. Thank
No
you.
worries. Yo.
What's going on, Myron?
Yo, what's up, man?
Could I intern for you this summer? I work for minimum wage.
Talk to Brett. Where's
I
Brett?
would love to.
Yeah.
Brett, which one are you, sir?
Where'd he go?
Mr.
Bro
Brett.
just dipped. It's fine.
All right,
It's the
cool.
guy that has like the beard and stuff like that. Just
Awesome.
pull him
Appreciate
aside.
it. You have a good one.
All right, man. Who's up next? Any haters?
You mind if I read a quick verse for you?
A what?
A verse? It just ties into the question.
All right, sure.
This is in Luke 32. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who are good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do that. And if you lend to those from whom you expect repayment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners, expecting to be repaid in full. But love your enemies, do good to them, and lend them without expecting to get anything back. Then your reward will be great, and your children will be the Most High, because He is kind to the ungrateful and wicked. Be merciful just as your Father is merciful. And my question ties less about the love of that, but more to the respect. And I feel like a lot in today's society that whether it be Christian men or just men in general, we lose that higher ground of respecting those who might be different than us. But it is, I think, the more higher ground to put yourself on. I don't know if you see that too, or you think there's anything we can do for that.
Well, the thing is this. You're always going to offend somebody, right? So the reality is if it's the truth, it is what it is. Some people have different levels of tolerance when they hear the truth, but we should still be focusing on trying to get as close to the truth as possible. So if people get offended, it is what it is. Sometimes you need to offend people to wake them up. So I think that's just a casualty of discussion.
I think that's all I have.
All right. Who's up next?
Do you believe all relationships should be 50-50?
No.
Why?
Because egalitarianism in a relationship is it's basically a myth. Like, women might say, I want a 50-50 relationship, but they really don't. They'll say that to, like, kind of save face, but they want a guy that's going to be a protector and a provider and a decision maker, and that simply can't exist in a 50-50 relationship.
Got you. And then a lot of people say you're their hero. Who's your hero?
My dad, you know?
There you go.
Yeah, my dad. And I think everybody should like strive to be that hero for their kid. You know what I mean? Like we didn't grow up with money or anything. We grew up very poor, but my dad was very solid in his foundation and his morals, and you know, being a man of his word, and that like meant a lot. And it's crazy because I didn't. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
No worries. Dads are important, man.